Day 2. We just hiked Camel's Hump. Took the Monroe Trail to the Dead Trail to the Long Trail, which
It's very long.
and it's just terrible. I feel like I died 5 times, climbing up boulders, almost falling off boulders.
Wet boulders.
Windy boulders. Windy. It's like day 1, but less windy, and thankfully no rain today. It was clear, it was sunny, it was beautiful. So it had that.
Let's see what you would be seeing if you were here. Amazing. Beautiful. Okay, I'll take another slow. Amazing.
So amazing. Now we're trying to decide how to go down. Do we take the Monroe Trail down, which we have to go 2 times a mile uphill, or do we see if there's an easier trail? But that gets us back to the car. Behind us.
Actually, they're like 60-year-old
They're just sitting at the top of the mountain.
in the wind with no covering.
I don't understand it. But to each his own.
To each his own. Hope to see you on the bottom.
Alright, hi all. This is day 3 of our trip. We are in the White Mountains. Day 3! So our original plan was to hike the Franconia Ridge, but first we're dead tired after 2 days of hiking. Second, it's been raining and terrible weather, and so they highly recommended we don't do it anyway. So it worked out.
the bridge is out, so we couldn't go anyways.
Right. So then we decided, okay, let's do the Hemi Trail, part bike, part Hemi, then to the Lonesome Lake. But that bridge is also washed out. But what we failed to recognize was this where the bridge washed out. So we saw a blue marker. We didn't realize that's where the bridge washed out. And then we kept basically finding our own trail. We were exploring.
Yeah, we were exploring. I brought like 4 people with me.
Yeah, a family of
Strangers.
4, including like a 8-year-old girl.
Yeah, just following me blindly.
So we went into show, like, it looks like gravel, but it's just like a sink pit of water. Like, look at the black, I don't even know what that is, sludge of some sort that has made it through my shoes.
Yay!
But that was all because we went somewhere we probably shouldn't have gone.
Lesson learned.
But we still, then we also hiked the other part of the Pemi Trail that just ended.
Just ended in a river.
But we thought we missed something, so we did it twice.
So we walked back like 3 or 4 times just to make sure.
And it required us to cross a brook of water on rocks. We almost fell into the water twice.
Yeah.
But so
Don't tell my mom.
No. So far we've hiked like 4 miles
4 miles.
to no end, really.
No end.
But we are in the White
beautiful.
Mountains, and behind us is this amazing rivery brook, and you can't tell it's brook, but it's a waterfall that goes down. And then just look at the scenic view. Don't give our viewers like a dizzy spell headache. You gotta go slow when you
Come
panorama
then.
that.
All right, we gotta go.
Bye.
So tonight we are having sandwiches. It's been raining a little bit, so we made them in the car. See? Pretty. Those are lettuce, cucumbers, tomatoes, tofu, and hummus. And we've got a couple sandwiches done. And
Now, Gina says we made this.
yes.
Let me clarify.
Yes.
I made the sandwiches.
I was in a
Gina
girl.
just
Knife pointing at me.
sat there and held. She held this box. That's all she did.
See, it's slippery. You gotta hold on.
That's all she did. She also, in the meantime, yes, I'm pointing the knife at her. I had to go out twice in the rain. You see, it is raining out there.
At this moment.
It is raining, and at some point it was pouring out there. And then I went to the water station over there, the water spout, and I had to wash our vegetables twice. And the first time, this douche of a Frenchman just stood there, taking forever to twist his cap on his water jug without a care in the world, and I was getting poured on with my tomato and cucumber.
Did I mention Amisha's trying to sell me?
Yes.
I'm saying she's probably, lowballing it.
I don't think so.
I'd be lucky if I get $1 for you. So
We do need one more quarter for showers, so if that helps.
true that. So we are hopeful that our dinner will be satisfying because we really have two options right now: just stay in the car or go in the tent. But what we decided is to wrap up these sandwiches, take showers, and then eat them in the tent. And hopefully a bear won't get to us.
And hopefully Namisha won't bite me in my foot. All right, so hopefully we'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night. Bye. All right, welcome to day 4. So last night did not quite turn out the ideal first camping night. What started off as a little rain turned into torrential rain, which turned into a river going through the tent and flooding the walls and flooding our sleeping bags and just all out Chinese torture. It kind of knocked you in the head all night, but we survived. We packed everything up and we've moved to our next campsite, Wolf's Neck, which is beautiful. They have wonderful gardens and a lake that you probably can't see, but it's beautiful. We're going to kayak hopefully tomorrow because we got absolutely nothing done today.
Hey, we drove multiple hours.
We did drive multiple hours.
And we had a good vegan meal.
We had an amazing vegan meal at Silly's,
We
and
did something else.
we stopped at the cidery, which was fantastic. It was a fermentery that made cider, and they had a fire in the hole, which Namisha tried, which is basically fire going down your throat, which she seemed to enjoy.
It's not
greatly.
alcoholic. It was ginger, horseradish,
Spices, spicy
and
peppers.
the chilliest ghost peppers ever.
Yeah, it was good. So now we are setting back up. It is sunny for the first time today, so we are taking advantage to clean the tent, dry everything out, and we're going to hopefully have a better night tonight. So we'll let you know tomorrow, but we're hoping for kayaking and some trails tomorrow because we got absolutely nothing done today. So, all right, we'll keep you posted. Welcome to day 5.
Woo!
So as you can see, we have finally hit amazing weather.
Yup.
Maine is called vacation land, and I get it.
And Portland, Maine, and Freeport, Maine are beautiful.
Beautiful. We spent the morning at the Portland Cove. We walked around the whole cove, or the big section that we could see. So that was amazing.
Yeah, there's multiple vegetarian and vegan friendly restaurants in this Portland downtown area as well.
Yep, beautiful, tasty, lovely.
Met some very interesting, unique people.
Yep, and then we came back to Wolf's Neck, which is where we're camping, and we were able to do kayaking in the ocean. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful. I doubt you can tell because it's a little bit far off and it's getting a little bit foggy. That famous Stephen King mist, the fog, that's coming in right now as we speak.
So does that mean we're gonna die in a Stephen King book way?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. And there's fish jumping behind us, so let's hope that's not like a lake ocean monster.
There we go.
All right, so hopefully we will survive. We will probably circle around and head back before we die.
Yep, and then we maybe go to the LL Bean outlet and what
And the
else?
state park. For some
the
hiking.
Wolf Neck State Park. So, and then tomorrow's another day.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted.
Yep.
All right.
See ya.
Bye, guys. End of day 6.
How's it going, folks?
We learned something new today. We cannot predict the best sleeping arrangements, apparently. So last night, torrential rain started coming through the tent again, so we decided to sleep in the car. Horribly uncomfortable.
I think
Fair
we each got
to
maybe
say.
an hour of sleep. Give
Yeah.
or take.
With, steering wheel jabbing me and everything else. So in the morning we went to put the tent down, and guess what?
It was dry. Son's a bitch.
So apparently putting the shower curtain under the fly actually does keep it dry, and we should have slept in the tent.
It would have been much more comfortable.
We'll do that from now on.
But 5:30 in the morning came around and we were awake given that it was light outside. And so we went ahead, packed up our stuff, got stuff together, and
Visited friends. friends.
Yes, we headed to Farmington. We changed our plans a little, so we went to Farmington.
Yep. I saw my friend Karen, which was awesome.
Yep, and then we hung out with former doc student, current faculty, Kate Katahdin, and her son, so that was fun. Met some of her friends.
Yep, and I saw a goat petting zoo, so you know what I did.
Right.
And then we found a vegan bakery, or a bakery that had vegan stuff, so in a little bit we're going to have a little dessert, which sounds amazing.
And that was in Bangor, because now we're in Dedham, Dedham,
Yes.
Maine, at our trailer Airbnb, which is fantastic. It's up in the hills.
Our host is wonderful. He offered to let us borrow his kayaks. He let us go pick raspberries for dinner. It was yum.
Yep. And he just left because he's got to go dog sit his sister's dogs. But he is a great host, and we had a good time for the last hour or so chit-chatting with him and learning some more things about Maine and talking about other stuff.
Yeah, so tomorrow we're heading to Acadia, so stay tuned. We're hoping for some amazing hiking, and then camping tomorrow night in the tent.
Yes.
In the tent.
In the tent.
So we'll keep you posted.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey all, it's day 7 of our trip. It's Sunday the 28th, I think. Yeah,
Sounds right.
something like that. We left our trailer Airbnb, which is this morning in Dedham, and we made it to Acadia National Park. We looped around part of the park and just checked out some outlooks. Beautiful scenery, beautiful water views, mountain views, just outright beautiful, all views. Whew. And then we went to our campsite, set up our tent. It's all dry so far, and we hiked up the South Ridge Trail. So we're near the summit right now. The summit's beautiful. You just see a lot of water and, again, mountains and forests, and it's amazing. And the goal is then to hike back down the South Ridge Trail and grab food because we're hungry, and find a shower because the website said showers at the Blackwoods campsite, and so far it's a very nice campsite, but it said showers, but yeah, I do not find showers listed anywhere on the map, and that's problematic.
It's questionable.
Yeah, and we've been hiking and sweating because it's actually warm. For once, it is a warm 75, 76 degrees sunny day during our hike.
Beautiful.
That's amazing. And then we're gonna shoot for our first actually cooking at our campsite today because the weather actually looks good. And there's a show at the amphitheater. What's the amphitheater show and the campgrounds?
It's the historical colony, the lost colony, something like that.
Yeah, and I think Gina secretly hopes that there's something about zombies in there.
Yeah, if they could just throw in a little undead, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, did I miss anything?
Nope, good job.
All right, we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to day 8.
Hey, folks.
Hey, so as you can tell, it is an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, warm, sunny day here on Long Pond.
Yep, in Acadia.
And as you can also see, I am feeling much better. Yesterday was a little rough, but today is beautiful. We are kayaking. We are enjoying the outdoors. Last night our tent was dry.
Yep.
We found an amazing quiet location to see mountains, do kayaking, and then after this we found a pizza place that has vegan pizza. So rock on.
So yeah, that's the goal.
And then after this we are driving to Katahdin so we can climb the mountain there.
And spend 10 hours dying a painful little death, but at least it'll be worth it because everybody we talk to says it's amazing.
Absolutely. And
I feel there was something else that happened yesterday. Maybe not.
I don't know. We'll think about it and get back to you.
Yep.
But we'll keep you posted on the Katahdin and the Knife's Edge tomorrow. So, see you then.
Bye.
Real quick addendum for day 8. So last night we found the showers for our campsite. Do you want to explain that one?
Yeah, so we stayed at the Blackwoods, and the Blackwoods doesn't actually have showers, but right outside in private-owned building, right outside the campground, there's showers. And it said, for 8 quarters, you get 4 minutes of a really hot shower. I got in, I'm pretty sure the water ended after like 2.5 minutes, and it was cold.
at best it got a little lukewarm for about 10 seconds.
Yep.
It was not fun. And then they had the audacity to ask you to take your shoes off. I'm like, I ain't taking my shoes off.
Disgusting. Yes.
So I kept my shoes on.
I did too. Okay. And last thing, we may have had a ghost girl in our campsite last night. We definitely had the chipmunk back, so we'll keep you posted if those follow us.
I think the chipmunks is just hanging out on the bottom of the car and driving along with us.
Yeah, but he's really cute, so
No,
we might take
he's
him
not.
home. All right, bye guys.
Bye. Hey folks, so Gina and I are out of breath. It's about 11:20. We actually started this hike at 5:20 in the morning. Yeah, that's right, 5:20 a.m. We are in Maine, hiking up Mount Katahdin, Maine's highest peak.
It is day 9.
It is day 9. It is Tuesday the 31st, so I think that's day 9.
Yeah. So where did we hike?
Yeah, do a slow motion. See all that over there? To the left there, right there?
All of that.
Oh yeah, it killed us, and we crossed something.
And we're
across the
still
knife's
going
edge
there.
to the peak.
And hoping to get back
Yeah,
to
we
our
survived-
car before dark.
Right, we survived the knife's edge, so that was good. It was a little windy, and yeah, there are parts that are literally this the
Horrible,
width
bugs
of a
everywhere, tarantula-looking spiders. Yeah, it's amazing.
and the width of a sidewalk. But
It is
some-
not
maybe
a sidewalk
maybe half the size
size.
of a sidewalk, which we call the main sidewalk apparently. So we're gonna hit the summit. Hopefully, we'll be there in the next 20 to 30 minutes, and then grab some food. At least I will. And then, sorry, I got like mosquitoes on me. And then we're going to hike down the saddle to the Chimney Pond, and we really hope that's an easier trail down, because if it's anything like the Helon Trail coming up, we're screwed.
Yeah, we're not going to make it down by dark or to our Airbnb by time.
Yeah, we do have to somehow drive out of here, probably by
dogs.
like 6:30 at the very latest.
Yeah.
To make it to our Airbnb. We're hoping our bunkmate Jason has some hot tea ready for us. He started the
promised.
trail like probably at least 2 hours after us, passed us a long time ago. It's probably on the way down, and like maybe he'll make us dinner.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
All right, talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Bye. Hey guys.
How's it going?
Day 10.
Wednesday, August 1st. We're in the new month.
Yep. So we finished Katahdin yesterday. Was 11 miles, 11 hours straight of hiking.
Hey, we spent a little bit of time on the summit, so
Yes. So today we spent a good amount of time counting our bruises, scrapes. I have a bruise on my eye from hitting it, in addition to the plethora of bruises everywhere else.
I am less bruised. But we did then make it to our Airbnb. We tried to get dinner between the base and the Airbnb, and there was nothing because it was all back roads. But we made it there around like 7:30ish actually, so it wasn't bad.
I don't know, it took us 3 hours to drive there.
But that hot shower was flippin' wonderful, and the Airbnb was fantastic. And so
Washed our
was-
clothes, it was amazing.
Yep.
And then we crossed the border, took the ferry
This morning.
this morning, and we got a cliffside campsite, which, hold on, that is our cliffside. So you probably can't see our tent, but hopefully it is still there. It's a little windy, but we're hoping it's still there.
And there's the lighthouse behind us.
And the beautiful lighthouse behind us. We found the grocery store.
Yeah, we're on Grand Manan Island in New Brunswick, Canada. It's
very-
fantastic.
Very nice. We're going to be here for a couple days. We're going to try and kayak tomorrow. And then we're heading farther into Canada.
Next stop is taking the ferry back and then driving to Prince Edward Island. But
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not till the day after tomorrow. So
Yeah.
tomorrow, we're here all day, and we spend the night, one more night here.
Yep. So, all right. Hopefully kayaking tomorrow.
All right, see you later, folks.
Bye.
Hey, folks, welcome to day 12. We are at Hole in the Wall Campground, and this is our view, and here's our tent, as you can see. So it's absolutely fantastic. We're literally on the cliff's edge right there.
That is where the lighthouse is, although you can't really see it.
Right, and this is the Bay of Fundy, even though Gina just likes to
It's
call
just
it
the
the
ocean. But hey, whatever. If you want
It's-
to
it's
give
the
it
bay.
fancy names, whatever.
Yeah, so last night we tried to get some sleep, but the foghorn started going off because there was a lot of fog. So literally every 10 seconds, I timed it from about 7:30 till last night to about 10 a.m. this morning. So
Wah,
yeah,
wah.
We heard whales.
We heard whales. They were beautifully sounding, but we couldn't see them.
Right. So this morning we got up and then we went to White Island thinking that there was some cool things to do after we had some, coffee for Gina. And
just like White Mountains,
yes,
it was fogged over.
And very misty. There wasn't anything to do. We realized that they take a lunch break for the ferry back. So we sat in the ferry line for like an hour and a half just getting shit done. Waiting. But it was productive, hour and a half. And then we came back. And then we drove around basically half of Grand
entire
Manan.
island.
Yeah. Checked out some great viewing points and just walked along the beach and part of it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Found a great lunch spot, the Well House, that has very strong Wi-Fi. And then
planned out some more days of our trip, but we're not going to be able to go to some state park now.
Yeah, in Nova Scotia. That's got to get nixed, unfortunately. But maybe it's a reason to come back to Nova Scotia one day.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're planning is to, have a good night's sleep because, as you can see, no fog today and no foghorn this evening. So if we can get some great sleep, we hit the ferry tomorrow at 11:30 in the morning, and we head over to Prince Edward Island.
Awesome.
I think that's it. See you guys.
Hi, guys.
Hey, y'all.
We're pretty sure it's day 13. And as you can see, we are in the beautiful PEI, Prince Edward Island area. It's beautiful. We had a good drive here.
Yep.
We got our tent set up. We found out that the campsite doesn't have power, so no hot showers, no flushing toilets, but
no Wi-Fi.
No Wi-Fi. But on the plus note, since they don't have power, they can't charge us either.
Right, we only paid for the one night, and they don't know how to charge us for the second night yet.
So we're hoping that we'll just skate through because... and the most important thing is when we got here, they had changed our site from waterfront to somewhere in the back. So we get
like
to look
two
at
rows, something in the
other
back.
people instead of this beautiful view. But we were able to find a path, and so it's all good.
So last night we got lucky. It did not rain in New Brunswick on Grand Manan, and no foghorn because it was crystal clear the entire night, and it was absolutely beautiful. We didn't hear whales though, and that was
in the morning we did see a sea lion, and then on the ferry back to the mainland I saw whales, I saw sea lions, and I saw dolphins. So trifecta.
And I think Gina's having some weird dreams because I don't know what's going on with her
Shut
in the middle
up.
of the night.
I was having really weird dreams there, and so I'm hoping that here is a little better.
I mean, she cocooned herself. It was like hot. The temperature was like 80 degrees.
I was cold, and
she cocooned herself.
Being on the cliff's edge, it really kept looking and seeming like someone was coming up off the cliff and then like walking, like brushing by my side of the tent.
I don't know what's going on.
So I was like, Nimisha, are you awake? Did you see that?
At 3 in the morning, by the way.
And apparently she didn't.
Nope.
So we're hoping for better night's sleep. It was a long drive today, so hopefully I will sleep very well and have no weird dreams or whatever.
Or experiences that make her think that random people are walking past our tent in the middle of the night.
So
we'll see.
That's the hope.
All right.
See you tomorrow.
See y'all. Hey folks, it's Saturday.
Day 14.
Thank you. Couldn't remember, really. So we're out here. We're at the Cabot Park Provincial site, and we're out here on the area beach near the park grounds. So let's see, what has happened between last night and tonight? Well, Gina, has been blowing up her air mattress with her mouth.
Every night
that we're in a tent because the first day the motor blew. And yesterday, the sweetest neighbor, the 11, 12-year-old kid who is our tenting neighbor was so adorably nice. His name's Lucas. He came over and he's like, "Would you like this to help you?" And he loaned her like a hand pump, which
was amazing. It was.
I mean, it still took her a long time to blow up her bed for some reason. But he was super, super sweet. And the whole family is super
So
nice.
nice. So incredibly cool. We have hung out with them, and they are so much better than the last people that we were neighbors by, who were creepy and whatever. So
And who Gina's
followed me.
convinced followed her into the bathroom for some
multiple
reason.
times. They followed me when I was in the shower, knocking on the door and stuff. I lost my hair thing. Then they followed me into the bathroom with the ferry.
And we think they were Americans, but we're not sure.
Sure. I think they rented a car.
Yeah. But these people were extremely nice. So this morning we get up and we're trying to decide about kayaking, but you know we would have to drive far. But we met our neighbor Garland, Lucas's grandfather, and he was like, "No, you have to go to Charlottetown because that is where Canada started. That's where the Confederation meeting was." And so we had no idea. So we went. We spent like 3.5, 4 hours there.
Found the vegan restaurant.
Found a vegan restaurant. It's a great city. It's also the capital of PEI. So it's just great. They had a boardwalk, a promenade. We listened to the summer concert series. Pretty cool rustic sounding singer.
Local musicians.
Yeah,
and
it's great
we got some vegan potato salad we're going to have for dinner. So we're going to get our PEI potatoes. So we're kind of excited about that for dinner.
Right. And then so we came back and then we spent, we thought we were going to come to the beach, but instead we spent the last hour and a half with our tent neighbors who had to move two things down, but that's another story. But they were great. They offered us a lot of beverages, and we had some plums that they offered us, and those plums were darn
Very
delicious.
good. Very good from Ontario.
Yes,
So,
and it was a fruit different than the banana that we've been eating every day.
every single day.
So that was good. So tonight we get hot showers, hopefully, and so,
Power's back on.
Yeah, it came on last night, which was
Water's
good.
back on, hot water, so we're excited about that.
Yeah.
And looking forward to it. And then we are headed on to Sydney.
Yeah, well, tomorrow, so we're gonna drive the 6-7 hours to Nova Scotia, maybe stop by somewhere. But PEI is definitely on a list maybe to come back to for me one day. And there's a university of PEI that I should see if they have jobs available because I love Charlottetown and the whole island that I've seen of PEI so far. So fantastic.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Good evening, everyone. We think it's actually day 14.
It's Sunday the 4th. Of
5th.
August.
Actually, it's the 5th.
I'm sorry.
We're losing
Fifth.
days. We're losing time. It's fine. So we did survive the night in the campsite. It was very windy, which probably worked out that we weren't on the cliff because it literally updrafts were insane and very loud.
And the tent kept leaning over, and I felt it on my face,
Yeah.
which really isn't a good thing.
No, but we survived,
Mhm.
and we packed up and headed to Nova Scotia. And on the way, I saw a family of foxes, and I saw black and white bunnies, and the squirrel was back, so he came to say hi.
I think you hitched a ride on the wheel well. But I'm not
Yes.
sure. And I don't often get to say this, so I'll say it. Gina was actually right on one of our trips because the Google Maps was incorrect and it was going to make us take the ferry instead of the Confederation Bridge. So Gina, a little kudos to you for catching that early enough.
Thank you for noticing. Yes, it was awesome. So we are now in Nova Scotia in Cape Breton area, and we did our grocery shopping, got gas. We are all ready to head to Newfoundland tomorrow, and we're staying with Anne tonight. She is fantastic. She agrees with us about all of the horrible things happening around our neck of the woods, and also, let's see, she also gave us some good tips on some things to do tomorrow while we're waiting for the ferry. So, and she has 2 horses and a bunch of hummingbirds, so it was really pretty and cute and fun to hang out this afternoon.
And she was so kind. She put my clothes in the dryer for me after I hand washed them in the bathroom. And she said she would fold them for me and have them ready in the morning. I told her not to because that's a little beyond. But she said she would love to do that. So I find her delightful.
She's delightful.
You should stay with Anne at her Airbnb if you ever get the chance in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia.
Near Big Beach.
Yep.
So, all right, we will keep you posted tomorrow on our adventures then.
Bye.
Thanks.
Hey all, it's Monday, day 15, we think, right? Awesome. So we spent the morning with Anne. She made us some bagels and peanut butter breakfast. It was great. And
Coffee.
Good coffee, apparently.
Good coffee.
There we go. And she was great last night. She gave us a bunch of ideas of how we can actually come up to the Cape Breton Highlands. So here we are. It's on one of the kind of trails. The Canadians sure know how to really map out their trails well and provide great maps for tourists. So
Yeah.
we haven't done any big trails because we do have to take the ferry tonight, but instead we've hopped maybe like 5 something small trails along the way. Beautiful. We're looking at mountains, we're in the hills, we're near the
Ocean.
water, we have a lot of
It's the
boulders. The ocean, the Atlantic Ocean.
Look who admits it's the ocean now.
Because it is now technically the ocean. Before we were in the Gulf of St. Lawrence. She doesn't want to believe that there are bodies of water that aren't actually oceans.
If they are with the ocean, they're in the ocean. So
Got
got the ferry tonight.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna try to get some a meal maybe at a Lebanese place that we saw online. Hopefully they're open because today is Civic Day in
Civic
Canada.
Day.
All right, I think that's it.
All right. See you guys tomorrow.
See ya.
Hi guys.
How's it going?
We think it's day 16 of our trip.
It's August 7th, if that helps.
And we have driven the entire length of Newfoundland. We did the ferry last night, which was more comfortable than we expected, but they left the lights on, so no sleep for that.
And we're planning to bring sleeping bags like half the other passengers did on our way back so that we can actually sleep on the floor. We have some plans for better sleep on that thing.
Yeah, so we are at the Viking Lodge tonight, which will be wonderful that we have another night without a stinky tent. And then we will do the Viking encampment to see where they first landed here. And then we will head on to Gros Morne National Park, which will be awesome. Lots of hiking and camping at the KOA. But we did have to mention that we did see several moose today. Almost ran one down.
But we
Namisha was
didn't.
driving. Not me.
I did not. I was very careful. I pointed out the moose to Gina so she could see it, and then we passed the moose as it was approaching the street level, and so I did not hit it. And thankfully, the oncoming car could move lanes, and he also avoided it. So I think that moose is safe and sound.
From us.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so we did see some car crashes, but not moose involved, so that was good.
Yeah,
And hope everybody's okay, of course.
absolutely.
So we'll keep you
Sorry.
posted as we keep moving on.
All right, see ya.
Bye, guys. Hi,
you good?
guys.
Hey, how's it going?
It's day 17.
Wednesday, August, I believe the 8th. Maybe.
Yeah. So last night we stayed at the Viking Lodge, which was wonderful.
Yes.
Best night's sleep yet. I think I had like 10 hours straight. It was amazing.
Comfy beds, nice lodge, small place, great Wi-Fi in the breakfast area only because, they don't have Wi-Fi everywhere, even though they say they do.
But it was wonderful. Great breakfast. We tried partridge berry jam, which was lovely.
It was homemade by the guy who runs the lodge, so that was awesome.
Very good. And then he actually played the guitar and sang a little bit this morning, which was nice.
Yeah.
And then we headed over to the Viking encampment and found out that I needed to do a little maintenance on my car.
Yeah.
Little engine oil was required, so we stopped at this little town and this wonderful mechanic.
Well, 20-something, she couldn't uncap the engine oil to
It
fill
was really tight on there.
And I was checking the oil level, and so we asked the guy inside, and he came out. He's like, "Oh, let me try," and of course he got it right away.
It was really easy for him, but he had really big muscles.
Yeah, and he's like 22 years old, so what are you gonna do?
That was helpful. So I got that taken care of. Car is running great again, so that's wonderful. And then we ended up at Meadows.
Lonzo Meadows,
Sure.
the National Historic Site and UNESCO site.
Yeah,
so,
and it's wonderful. So over to this side is the building, and then we've got the beautiful waterfront, and then over here is the actual established buildings, and then behind us are the people doing actual excavations right now. So it's still an active archaeological dig, and we had a wonderful tour guide who was funny and informational.
Yeah, and he grew up just on the road here, and so it's where Leif Erikson landed, and his brother a few years afterwards, and so a lot of the Norse first landings in the Americas are in this area. It's the very northern part of Newfoundland, and hence it took us like 7 hours to drive here from the ferry.
Right, and they believe that the building, that it's just kind of a hill, but they believe that that building may or may not have actually been Leif Erikson's home.
Yes.
But they don't have proof of that. And we also found out that that New Rose site, whatever that is, that's not actually evidence of their landing. So this is the only actual one. So that was interesting.
Yeah, but it's a little chilly, and it was raining, but thankfully during the tour and the visit here, it's not been raining.
Yep.
So we got lucky. But, you know, once we go to now Gros Morne, it's probably going to rain. But we figured we'd do the video. It's earlier in the morning today, which is rare for us to do a video this early. But it was a great spot, and now we just have like 3 or 4 hours of driving before we get to the KOA.
Yep, but if anything happens, we'll let you know in tomorrow's video.
All right.
Oh, and we saw a moose today, but I was driving, so he was like, whoa, better stay away from the road.
And he ran the other way. He was scared of Gina. That's why.
Well,
The animals like me. They're scared of her.
Oh, yeah, please. I'm so excited that I'm going to run into your car. That doesn't make sense. He was
Dude,
like...
they want to be like, oh, Nimisha, come say hi to me.
No.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Al. Good morning. Good afternoon, I should say. It is Thursday the 9th, and it's day 18. We have just summited Gros Morne Mountain. Yeah, as you can see a lot of views in the back. The water is beautiful and clean, and there's amazing mountains. And see all that rock? This is pretty much has been what, like a good 70%, maybe 60% of the hike, except this is kind of flatter because it's the summit. Imagine very, very steep. Yes, like that. So not as bad as Katahdin. No. But
I would do this again in like a year.
Katahdin? No. So things that we should mention. So last night we had a snore. The guy was, I don't know, he was like at least a sight away. But yeah, we can hear him starting at like
loud.
6:30.
There should be an ordinance. You must have a camper. If
like
you wake up bears.
I don't know. And then I'm pretty sure there were bunnies scratching at our tent all night. Because I heard scratchies, and I didn't know what they were.
Yeah, didn't hear that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even though I'm pretty sure I didn't sleep much.
And then we forgot to mention yesterday, as we were near the Viking historical site, we kept passing the town of Darktickle and Darktickle Adventures.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Didn't want to stop. Thank God we did not have the car trouble there, because that would have been, I don't know, very
awkward.
Hitchcockian or something.
Yeah. And then today for breakfast, we had our peanut butter and banana, but we toasted it because the KOA has a kitchenette, and so we toasted it on the stove. And so
warm, so gooey, so yummo.
It was delish.
Amazing.
So we're gonna hike down this mountain, and then we're gonna relax and maybe drive around, look at some outlooks, and then. But we've gotten very lucky. It's a beautiful, beautiful day out. It's warm. It's sunny. I wish the breeze was a little bit more, but it's cool. All right, is that it?
That's it.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Hey folks, here we are on Friday, August 10th, day 19, I believe. And we are still in the Gros Morne area. So last night we made it down to the Gros Morne Mountain. It took us longer actually because it was a longer route to get down, but it was not as bad as other hikes, so we made it. We actually did a really small, like half a kilometer walk around after that. Then last night, as per usual, I feel, it was pouring. That's right, it was pouring. And super, super windy, gusts like 60, 70 kilometers per hour. And so we were holding our tent up.
Like physically holding like the walls up.
Yeah, because if I didn't, it kept like falling over and slapping me in the face over and over.
That was not me slapping her in the face. That was the tent.
So she says. So that was a very eventful evening, which means neither of us actually got any sleep. And it was so bad we couldn't even leave the tent until like 10.
Yeah. But
this
the
morning.
tent was pretty dry inside, just a little sprinkling.
Yeah.
So our system with the shower curtain is working.
Very true.
Yeah.
But I kept checking in the middle of the night because I was so worried because I had my laptop and my phone and all that in the tent. They were in a bag, but still. So then this morning, we get up, we have our breakfast, and then we're like, oh, we'll do the coastal trail.
I made breakfast today.
Gina did make our peanut butter and banana sandwiches this morning. Thank you. So we took the coastal trail, and when we went, it was kind of warm. It was sunny out. We're like, oh, let's go. And within like 2 minutes of starting, of course, it starts sprinkling, so not bad. We get about halfway through. It's like raining, sleeting, super windy. We're right on the coast, hence the coastal trail. And it just, you know, it's one of those things.
Yeah, and about half of the trail was like in like 4 inches of water, or under 4 inches of water. So.
And some were like a foot. Like you just had to watch out.
It was just like, oh, hey, look at that.
Yeah, so then we got back, and then we hung out for a while, did some things, and then we decided to do some overlooks. And so far, it's like...
North Point.
Yep.
Beautiful little area. We met the really cool owner of the KOA today, who said that he would totally give me a job. So we'll see.
This
next
is
summer.
going to be Gina's new hunting grounds every
you
summer.
guys come visit me here.
There we go.
Amazing. Oh, and we checked out a kayaking place, so we might do that on Sunday.
Yeah,
Yay.
they were closed all day today because the terrible winds and the rain, and so they might
Which
be
is
closed
apparently
tomorrow too. Uncharacteristic.
Yes, so we brought interesting weather, I guess.
Yeah, we were told by the KOA owner that they usually don't get this much rain this season, and it's not so humid. So again, just more evidence that the rain is following us.
Or global warming.
Everywhere we go, or that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hang out here, then have dinner, and then we don't really know what we're doing tomorrow.
Rain in the tent.
Reading in the tent because it's supposed to be raining all day again. So we'll see. All
All
right.
right. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Hi guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Day 20.
Woo-hoo! Saturday.
Yep. So we're having a good day, but just to catch you up, last night was a bit interesting. We had some very interesting talkers that were just talking about firewood and about dads watching moms, and interesting just interpretive discussion by a child and observing everything. And then after I fell asleep, we also had, you want to
Yeah,
explain
so
that
then
one?
the guy on the other side of us or across the tent site just kept like cussing up a storm. And you know me, I'm all about cussing, but he's dropping the F-bomb left and right, and there were kids still talking and walking around. I don't know what he was mad about, but he was mad about something.
I don't know. I went to bed at like 7, so I missed it all.
I know.
It was
like
awesome.
11:30 at night or something. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It also rained a little, but our tent was dry, so we were all good. And then we got up this morning and we went to the lookout and did a really beautiful hike up.
Lookout. It
Yeah.
was about 5K. It was beautiful, but
It's
there were
very
chunks that
muddy.
were really
muddy, like a foot deep of mud.
Yep.
But that's okay. And then we went to the tables, which is just this open mountain section that is very close to the mantle, I guess, so it looks like the
it's
mantle.
one of the closest spots to the Earth's mantle, so that was cool.
Yep, and then we ended up here at this beautiful spot, which is the trout pond.
Yep.
There's also a hike here, but we've decided that 14 kilometers is just not going to happen today.
Yeah, I mean, we've already put in a good 6 miles almost
today.
So we figured another 10 or 8 wasn't really on our list of things to do.
Yep.
It's nice, but it's chilly a little, and it's
very windy
very
today.
windy.
Oh, it's so windy that when we went to leave our last place, I had the back open, Namisha had her door open, and our state park, our provincial park pass went out the window and went flying like, I don't know, 200 meters.
Yes, something like that.
And we're like, well, that's crap, because that's the pass that lets us stop at all these places and not get a ticket, and we're still here till tomorrow. But so we got our stuff ready and we drove around, and then we were looking, and I actually saw it, and I ran out and I grabbed it and I saved the day.
Gina saved the day. I saw other paper, but it was all trash. And it surprised me how many people just throw trash around here.
I know, we've picked up a lot of trash on our trip. That
Yeah.
we need to probably pick up some more, because we just keep finding it. But Yep, so we're good and we can still enjoy the park
And
for another couple days.
last night we had soup instead
Oh,
of
yeah.
sandwiches. It was
Soup
like a
and
real,
toasted bread and tortilla chips.
it's a real,
Nom, 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 nom.
real surprise there.
Yeah, it wasn't sandwiches!
Right.
So, it's
and
good.
if we're lucky, after we get off the ferry, we're gonna try back to get some fries from the Lebanon Flavor if they're open. We'll see.
Yep. So, all right, we'll keep you posted.
All right.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye guys. Hey guys. Day 21. Our last day in Newfoundland. Last night we went to a party. We went to a KOA party.
It's wine and cheese party.
Wine and cheese party with boas and tiaras and black ties. It was a black tie affair. It was really fun. We got to hang out with the locals, which was cool. And then we got up in the morning and we went for a pretty awesome boat ride in Norris Point.
Yep.
So it was beautiful, and we got a lot of history. We got a lot of local information because the narrator guy actually has lived there his whole life, so that was really cool.
And he was awesome. He was super funny too.
He was super funny. And then we didn't go kayaking.
No.
Disappointing. But
I was too cold, and then they wouldn't let Gina kayak alone, which I think is really dumb.
yeah, I think I should have been allowed to go. But that's okay. So we just spent the rest of the day, which, as you can see, is absolutely freaking gorgeous. It actually got up to 80 today, so apparently global climate warming does
is working
occur.
for us.
So we are now back at the port for the ferry, but we got here like 7 hours early. So we've been walking around and we found this little Harvey Trail, which is nice. So we got to be by the ocean for a little bit and a boardwalk.
Yep.
So we'll do the overnight ferry and then we will be back in Nova Scotia and moving towards Quebec City.
Yep.
So-
So we have about a 9-hour drive morning right from the ferry to Edmundston, Quebec.
Yep. And then moving on towards home. So,
Yep.
all right. See you guys tomorrow.
See ya. Hey folks, it's, I don't know, Monday, day 23 of our trip. We took the overnight ferry from the Port au Basque last night to North Sydney in Nova Scotia. Pretty uneventful. This time we had our sleeping bag, so it was much better. Yesterday we also learned what a tickle was, which makes the whole dark tickle adventure make much more sense. It is fast-moving water at the intersection of two bodies of water. Oh, and we're at an Airbnb, and apparently the cat's trying to run away. Gina,
Look at this cat.
Gina, go get the cat.
He's so cute. He's very cute.
Gina,
Misha just doesn't like any animals.
that is not true. I just don't want pets. So, it's been a very long day. We haven't showered in over 48 hours, but pretty uneventful.
We
pretty
went to
nice drive.
Fredericton.
Yeah, Fredericton is great.
Yeah, they
Capital
had
of
an
New Brunswick.
amazing like vegan vegetarian restaurant with a cider house, and it was
So she had
an
a-
amazing.
I had to drive
needed it.
after.
So
Oh, that's cold. Real
day
cold.
23.
But it was fun. We met some really nice people there.
Mm-hmm.
What else did we do? I feel like it was
Nothing. We drove.
we drove.
We
a
drove. I
lot.
drove like 7 hours. She drove like 3 hours. It was unbelievably long.
Yeah, and even yesterday we got to the port early, and then we walked around as much as we could around Port au Basque. But that's really about it.
Yeah.
And so we have come to Edmundston, New Brunswick, at a great Airbnb. We're hoping to just relax for a while, do some laundry,
And then
then
head
sit
to Quebec City tomorrow.
Yeah. I
So-
think that's it.
Yep. Guess we'll see you tomorrow then.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hey folks, it is day 24. So last night we left Manon. We were at Manon's Airbnb in Edmundston. That's where we did our video. This morning we got up. She offered us breakfast. Surprisingly or not, we still had a banana peanut butter sandwich.
But I did take the raisin cinnamon bread, which is a new
Yeah, and I
thing.
just had the oat bread, which was standard deliciousness.
Yeah, but it had the crust, so I didn't want it.
Yeah. So then
after we did a bunch of laundry and cleaned and reorganized stuff.
Said bye to Pichu. Love
There we
that
go.
cat.
And so we drove to Quebec City this morning. And then the first thing we did was we hit the Citadel, which is amazing. It's like
Very
this really,
nice fortress.
yeah, old fortress built by the British.
But it's still an active base.
yes.
So soldiers are still walking around with their big guns.
And they do the changing of the guards and all that stuff.
And they have a goat. Ooh,
yeah,
they have
goat
a
is
goat.
their mascot.
Yeah, that comes every single day for the changing of the guards.
And the first 4 goats came directly from Britain.
Yeah,
And the 4th is like stuffed in the museum there. It was a little weird.
Like 5 to 14, or I don't remember how many more they had, but they're all Canadian
They're all
goats
local.
now.
They're
yeah.
Quebecian. They're
Yeah.
Quebecois.
They're
goats.
Quebecois.
But it was really cool history, and then because it's an active military base, you had to take a guided tour. But our guide Felix was very knowledgeable,
Very
funny, very cool. Learned a lot of stuff from him, and then we checked out the museum for some time after. And then it was like 2, so we were hungry, of course. So we find like a sushi place, something different. And we're in the old city Quebec. It's like packed with tons of shops and restaurants and like thousands upon thousands and thousands of people walking around.
Everywhere.
So we
It was
finally,
hot.
we finally
They were
parked
loud.
and we walked
Forever.
to find our, without Wi-Fi or service. So it was a little hot.
Had to stop at a hotel to get some Wi-Fi.
No, it was the information center.
But it was in
information.
a hotel.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So, anyways, then we get to the sushi place, and lo and behold,
Bum bum bum.
it's closed. We're real sad.
so shocked.
So we ended up going to the Lebanese, and I always like Lebanese, but
I
we've eaten
do
falafel
like
multiple times on
Lebanese,
this trip.
and I've eaten a million falafels, and this was. Meh.
And so then we had to find our way back to the car,
Which
but
we
we
did.
And then we went to our motel,
Yeah.
checked in,
Nice, clean.
very clean. Gina had made a comment that I'd locked the door when I went to the bathroom. I'm
She
like,
did.
"This is
There is
habit."
literally no one in this motel. Then we have our own room. She's been camping for weeks, and then she goes into the bathroom and locks the door.
It's just habit, folks.
It's happening because she lives alone, so that's
No,
definitely
when I
important.
don't lock it. I'm just by myself at home.
Whatever.
But
So
it's like
weird.
going to someone else's house. You lock the door.
So weird.
When I'm camping, I also lock the door, like in those showers and bathrooms. So.
Well, you have to because they won't shut unless they're locked.
Yes. So, anyways,
Did you
I
just call me an
digress.
ass?
He said yes. I did not call you an ass.
Keep
Anyway,
it clean. Keep it clean. So
after that, we decided, okay, we need to see more of Quebec City because we're gonna head out tomorrow. So we went to see the falls at Montserrat.
really pretty.
Amazing.
Yeah, real loud, real fast moving. It was like a tickle.
Yeah. Tickle. But it's a white tickle.
Yeah, it was a waterfall tickle.
And then we drove about 15 more miles, and we are here at St. Anne's Basilica. You can see it behind us. We haven't gone in yet, but we're
going to. But we want to do our video first.
Yeah, and so it is supposed to be spectacular inside, and it's the old architecture and the old history of the city. So
If it's not, we'll let you know tomorrow.
yeah, and so after that, we'll probably just grab dinner. We're both finally thinking, should we get some vegan ice cream today or tomorrow? So
Because
that
it's so
might happen.
hot. And we're in a big city, so they actually will have it.
Yeah, and then we're gonna head to Montreal tomorrow. We still gotta get a place though, so we'll see what happens.
Yep. So,
Okay,
all
see
right,
you folks.
See ya. Okay.
Hey folks, it's day 25. It is Wednesday in August. 15th.
We know that because of the parking.
Yes, because of the parking. So last night, after our great experiences in Quebec City, we went to go find food.
Which we
And-
searched online for hours. Reviews, if we could get vegan stuff. I mean, we made a huge search.
Yeah, and then we find like this Thai place, and then after we got
Sounds
there,
great.
we realized it was in the mall. So we start, it's like a food court place. So we go in, and everything's dead. It's super quiet.
Everything
It's gated.
is dark.
And we're like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
But yet there were cars in the lot, so I don't understand. And on our way out, some guy was following us
And
then
locking
locked
the
his
door.
doors.
He locked the mall.
And it
Shut
was only like
after we left.
6:30 on a Tuesday.
On
so
a
I don't
Tuesday, which was
understand.
the most insane thing.
So we finally made our way to the Thai Zone fast food Thai food, like a half a mile from our place.
It was fine.
It was fine for fast food.
For
It did the
fast
trick,
food.
and it was vegan. So,
They weren't exactly sure.
but they use coconut milk. That's
Yeah.
okay. And then we, we had Wi-Fi, so we were each watching TV, doing work, getting stuff done. And then in the morning, my Wi-Fi started kicking out like at 11:30, 11:45 at night. I was getting real mad, and Gina was sleeping, so she didn't give a shit. And the next day, it was still out, and we didn't have a place to stay for tonight in Montreal. So I called the guy at the front desk at 7 in the morning, and I was like, dude, what's up with my Wi-Fi? Not like that.
He gave her a bunch of options. She tried it, and then she called him right back and was like, how about you turn your router on and off? Because it ain't working.
He said, oh, yeah, I just did that.
Yeah.
So by 7:30ish, it started working. So we found an Airbnb, which we have not yet gone to. It's just before 3
Because it took us like an hour to find parking. Because you can't park here on Wednesdays, you can't park there on Thursdays, you can't park here if you don't have this special permit.
There's
and it's
all
all in
kinds of
French, so I have to translate everything.
And there's all kinds of parking rules around here. So we get to Montreal about 11:30. We find parking. We walk a couple of kilometers to Mont Royal. Then we
It's
walk up,
beautiful
and it is the most stunning views.
of the city.
Ever.
Yeah, check our video or our pictures out. They're really awesome.
Yeah, and then we walked down to a restaurant called
Lolo
Lolo
Rosa.
Rosa. It's all vegetarian.
Vegan poutine.
Yes, I've heard about poutine for
So
years
good.
now. Especially
Now we
from
are really
Patrick.
full, like we need naps.
Yeah, so we got some, but they also have amazing desserts in an Ethiopian restaurant 2 doors down. So I think we're gonna do dinner at an Ethiopian and maybe go there for desserts. But I also find a place that has vegan donuts, so we're gonna hit that too. I don't know. We have so many things to
I
do.
know, and maybe go back there for nachos or something tomorrow. We'll see.
So we're gonna go to the Airbnb.
And we might actually see some things about Montreal too, not just the food, but that's questionable.
Yeah.
We'll let you know.
We gotta check in and then see what we're doing this evening. And,
Yeah.
But we have walked around. We walked around a little, McGill University a little. It's beautiful.
Yep.
It's not too far.
Too
from
bad
here.
Namisha has no transferable skills that they would want.
I don't.
So,
So I can't get a job here.
Yeah.
I don't speak French. All right, I think that's it, right?
all right, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
All right, see ya. Hey, folks, it is day, I don't know what.
25.
26? 27? Either way, it is the last day of our trip. So last night we were in Montreal still, and we did a ghost walking tour of the city.
Ooh, it was fun.
And we learned some cool stuff about the history of Montreal, so that was really nice.
We got to walk around and see different buildings and stuff that we hadn't seen earlier.
Right. And before that, we found a restaurant called Love, L-O-V. It's vegan, vegetarian. Amazing vegan gnocchi.
Oh, and what did I have? I had some kind of
Salad with
cauliflower rice. It was really good though. Really good
and then
flavors.
And then I was like, I want some dessert, and they said a brownie, and she's like, oh, it's a little small square
Little rectangle. But you could share it.
Yeah.
I looked at Namisha and she was like, I was
I'm
like,
I'm not sure
I think we'll both have one.
Yes, but then it
Because
was
she has said like several times on the trip she's gonna cut me, so I did not want her hurting me over a brownie.
but the thing was like this big, so it's totally shareable size, but that's not how it was described to us. So after eating a very heavy, mine was heavy meal.
Mine was light salad.
And then we had a very big dessert. But then we went on our walking tour.
Yeah, for like 90 minutes.
And
which
then
was
we had-
like 10 minutes walking.
Yeah, but then we had another 30-minute walk back to our Airbnb. So
We
that,
did, okay,
and
we
11
did 11 and a
miles.
half miles yesterday, so it's not as if we
weren't lazy.
weren't lazy.
And so we did that. And then this morning we went to the Red Path Museum
Just
at
really
McGill
nice,
University.
Yeah.
Lots of very unique things like African history, plus like dinosaurs and fossils
Yes,
and
they-
trees.
Yeah,
It's
they
amazing.
had the skull and antlers of an ancient Irish elk, which was just as big as the Triceratops head.
Yeah.
What?
What?
So,
And then they also
stuff be
had
growing big back then.
they also had like the whale, just like the little part
minky
of the
head.
of the minky whale, and it was like massive. So
They also had the skeleton of a fur seal. I think that Namisha had some PTSD from
I
our
know.
Antarctica
I was
trip.
like, oh my God, stay away! Don't attack!
Gonna attack
Don't
me.
attack!
As I pushed her in
in
front of me to remind her of.
I know. Mean. And then we essentially got in our car from Montreal and drove like I don't know.
it was a total of about 10 hours, and now we're in Southgate, Michigan at my parents' house.
Yes.
So, but along the way, we smelled like the worst cow shit ass smell
Keep it
ever.
clean.
It was not clean. I could not
It was so
keep it
bad,
clean.
and you couldn't even like shut the windows because then you trapped it inside.
I mean, the worst.
Bad.
The worst.
So bad for miles, miles,
And
miles.
yes, and
And we
just,
gotta hit the worst traffic ever.
yes, before Toronto, in Toronto, after Toronto, in Mississauga, but we went through Sarnia.
Wait, before that,
Yeah.
we also learned that Canada is absolutely in love with Aerosmith.
Not necessarily Canada, Quebec, the Quebecois.
We heard like 7 Aerosmith songs in like an hour period. Which, by the way, out of the whole 3 weeks we were in Canada, we got like 1 radio station the whole time,
Yeah.
and it was all Aerosmith all the time.
They do love their Aerosmith. So,
They
you
do.
know, that's good. You know, there's nothing wrong with a little Aerosmith, right? Like a... See? Because they're crazy.
Started an international incident.
No, we had a fantastic time in
Yeah.
Canada. It's like the most amazing, awesome road trip, the east coast of the U.S. and
The
Canada.
nicest people.
Absolutely.
And beautiful scenery. Totally
Yes.
want to move there.
And
Not to Quebec, but the other places.
I'll move anywhere in Canada at this point. I just need to get me a job. But then we came back through Sarnia. And the
yeah.
customs was uneventful. We
Oh,
gave
yeah.
him a passport. He's like, "Where'd you guys go?"
I'm like,
Hold on.
oh.
Gina couldn't even get
Montreal?
a complete thought out. I'm like, dude, you are answering questions on consummation. And she looks at me and she's like, "Where did we go?" I was like, dude, that is not how you respond to the
And he
customs
was like,
agents.
have a nice trip. He did not care.
No, I have a feeling it might have been a different reaction if I'm the one who said that. But thankfully, I wasn't driving. It's all good.
Even though I'm very tan right now.
She thinks she's looking like an Indian.
I'm very tan. I'm
Really?
very tan.
No. So anyways, we made it back, and now we're in Southgate, and we're relaxing.
Oh, yeah.
And I still got a shower.
It was amazing. Even though Namisha will not let me bring anything into her parents' house.
That is so not true. I said, you bring in whatever you want, because I brought in all my shit. I said, but it does not
Keep
leave
it
the foyer,
clean.
because it's Gundu, all right? We have been on a road trip for almost 4 weeks with tenting and camping, and who knows?
And the
I know-
ass smell.
And I know where our bags have been, and it's Gundu. So that Gundu is not leaving the foyer.
Yeah, she's like,
unless
your
you're
stuff stays there,
disinfecting
then
it
you get in
all.
the shower, as you can see, and then she was like, now you put all of your clothes in the washer.
I didn't make her put it in the washer. She does not have a working washing machine at home. That's why she's doing laundry here.
Yeah,
Boom.
her parents are really nice. So.
And Mama Patel is going to make some vegan pizza tomorrow for lunch before we head out. And I don't. Do we have any wrap up things? It's been a great
It's
trip.
been a great trip.
Yeah,
we had a lot of fun.
And I really think that many people should do this. All
Yeah,
people just try to get away, and sometimes it was good to be out without technology, but then sometimes it was a pain in the ass because we didn't know how to get anywhere. Which
And we
is
didn't
sad.
have like all of our places to stay booked, so we were like,
But here's the thing:
sleep in the car.
we have a rockin' itinerary. I of course have it all very Excel filed, laid out. I feel,
And we're happy to sell it to you.
and we're happy to sell it. I'm happy to share it with anybody. Be like, here's where
as
you
long
should
as
stay.
you take
Here's
us
where
with you.
Now we left some of our skin parts and body parts on the mountains, but
Yeah.
you know that's okay.
part
Katahdin
of
has
the
a piece of my.
experience.
Katahdin
Has
has
a
a part of.
Katana has a pita.
Katahdin has a part of my body and soul, as does Grossmore a little, as does the Sunset Ridge at the 70 mile an
What
hour.
do we do? Like
freeway.
5 summits? I think they all have a little bit of one.
I don't know, but I yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
good.
back
It's
to
a
work.
really good ecotherapy.
Yeah, and back to work formally on Monday, but back to work really starting tomorrow once we get back to Ohio and so forth.
Dun dun dun.
Real sad.
Real sad. But thanks for coming on this journey with us. We're so
Yeah.
happy you were able to experience with us going through this. And if you want to experience more, check out the video of the actual pictures that I took. And
Yep.
Namisha might get around to doing hers too. And you can to check
Well,
that.
Gina has to send me all her pictures because she was
gotta
in
pay
charge.
for 'em. I wasn't in charge.
You want your money?
Do you see this?
I'm not.
It's extortion.
No, I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna pay you my fair share of the costs. Give me the pictures.
All right, guys.
I need to go take a shower. I'm
Yeah,
tired.
she stinks.
You know what? Don't make me cut you.
All right, guys. I hope I survived tonight.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.